Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. So my name is Nautica Abby. I'm here to presentate about my journal of contrastive analysis, and the title is A Contrastive Analysis of English Suffixmen and their Indonesian Equivalent in Emily in Paris Movie Subtitle. Here we go. Chapter 1, Background of the Study. Little bit story about my background of the study is contrastive analysis is the systemic study of a pair language with a view of to identifying their structural difference and similarities. And I am using the Lado method. The Lado method is analysis for the determination of origin in an instrument used as Klum case to determine the national or ethnic origin of assumed seeker through an evaluation of their language profile. And the contrastive analysis by Wardrobe Ronald with the title is the contrastive analysis hypothesis tell us about the claim that the best language teaching material are based on a contrast of two competing linguistic system has long been a popular one in a language teaching. My limitation of the problem is, the first one is the similarities between English suffixmen and their Indonesian equivalent in movie subtitle Emily in Paris. The second is difference between English and their Indonesian equivalent in Emily in Paris movie subtitle. And the third is the prediction of learning and translating problem based on difference between English suffixmen and their Indonesian equivalent in movie subtitle Emily in Paris. My statement of the problem is, the first one is, what are the similarities? The second is, what are the difference? And the third is, how are the learning or translating problem predicted based on difference between English suffixmen and their Indonesian equivalent in movie subtitle Emily in Paris. The objective of my study, the first one, is to find out the similarities between English suffixmen and their Indonesian equivalent in Emily in Paris movie subtitle. Number two is to find out the differences. And number three is to predict the learning or translating problem based on difference between English suffixmen and their Indonesian equivalent in Emily in Paris movie subtitle. The statement of my problem is, the researcher and then the research in area of translation studies, and the readers in general, and the translation practitioner, and the institution. The institution means my alma, Universitas Dian Nuswantoro. Chapter 2. I am talking about contrastive analysis. Basically, contrastive analysis was extensively used in 1960 and early 1970s as method of explaining why someone feature of a target language were more difficult to acquire than others. And what is morphology? Morphology is the word structure of language or linguistic branch studying the word structure of a language. And suffix is a string of letters that go at the end of a root word, changing or adding to its meaning. In this research, the writer discussed about suffixmen. The following one is representation of the formation derived known by suffixmen. And the synopsis of Emily in Paris, the title that I chose is Emily in Paris, played by a woman named Emily Cooper, who comes from Midwest United States. And long story short, Emily in Paris is also established a love triangle and likes his best friend boyfriend in Paris. Watching Emily in Paris will remind you of a fashion theme films and the luxury life because this series is made by their star, the men who work in Sex and the City. The purpose of my research is to investigate and analyze the suffixment that found on Emily in Paris Movie Subtitle. Me, as a writer, must review the previous studies and research what will be carried out after identify suffixment sentence on word or words between English and Indonesian language. Thank you for listening me, everyone. See you on the next presentation. Bye-bye.